Welcome to Cliff Notes Podcast, where the passion meets the game. Folks, a lot of stuff going on. We had the AFC, NFC championships. We're headed to the Super Bowl, but let's get started with news you absolutely cannot use. Our first story comes as the following. I'm disturbed, folks. Joe Mixon, running back for the Houston Texans, was fined $25,000 by the National Football League for something TJ Houshmandzadeh said.
TJ Houshmandzadeh, yes, lock it up.
Who? What?
TJ, how's vanilla? All right, TJ, who's your mama?
The tweet from Houshmandzadeh basically said all 50-50 calls have gone toward the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL then doubled down on this action by saying, we're going to fine you an additional amount of money. But Joe Mixon didn't say that. Interesting, NFL. Very interesting. All Mixon wants you to do is to blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Other news you can't use. Congratulations goes to Madison Keys winning as I predicted. She would win the Australian Open. She went through the field. She took down number 2, took her down. Took down number 1, crazy Sabalenka. Sabalenka's crazy. She's crazy. Watch her beat this racket up.
Beat.
Yes. But Madison Keys, outstanding job. Long time coming. She played a lot of Grand Slams and finally got hers. You know why she got it? Because Cliff Notes said she was going to get it. I'm going to tell you who's going to win the French Open. Not right now. That's coming. And other news you can't use. I'm disturbed at Cliff Notes. The Las Vegas Raiders has hired Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is 105 years old. When y'all gonna stop hiring Paw Paw? Paw Paw too old to be on that sideline. He gonna have to go pee. They gonna have to make arrangements for that. Paw Paw gonna fall down at some time, and who gonna be watching out for Paw Paw? Come on, Raiders. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. And in related news, the Dallas Cowboys has hired a Schottenheimer. Not Marty, from the Kansas City Chiefs days back in the day. I think maybe that's what Jerry Jones is thinking. I'll go hire any Schottenheimer because of the success that Kansas City is having. Any Schottenheimer will do. But let's dive deeper into Mr. Schottenheimer, new head football coach of the Dallas Cowboys. He served as the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys under Mike McCarthy. Yep, Mike McCarthy, yep. He was it, yep. He didn't call no plays. That's like hiring someone to come in and cook the fries. And they're supposed to be cooking fries already, but you had them sweeping the floor. But you say, no, I want you to come cook these fries and do the burgers. He's gonna burn up the food because he don't know what he's doing. What's the connection between these two stories, between the Raiders and the Cowboys? Jerry Jones is 119 years old. Y'all got to get Paw Paw out of there. Listen to what Jerry said.
Okay, somebody asked, did you buy this for your kids? And I said, hell no, I bought it for me. And I didn't buy an investment. I bought an occupation. And I bought something that I was going to do. I was 46. I bought something I was going to do for the rest of my life. And that's what I'm doing. And so, the facts are that since I have to decide where the money's spent, then you might as well cut all the bullshit out.
At some point, Jerry Jones, I understand you bought this team so you can have something to do. Do y'all let Paw Paw cook the Thanksgiving turkey? Do y'all let Paw Paw barbecue on the grill? Do y'all let Paw Paw drive his car unattended? No, we take them keys. You ain't cooking no barbecue, Paw Paw. You burnt up your eyelashes the last time you was out there cooking. Somebody take that team from Paw Paw. The Dallas fans gonna be upset for here on in because both of their rivals, both of them playing for the NFC Championship. They played for it. Good luck getting back. Like and subscribe below. Clip Notes Podcast. All right, folks. I received a lot of heat from last week's broadcast about the Kansas City Chiefs and the questionable calls that they were receiving.
Washington has been advised that at some point the referee can award a score if this type of behavior happens again. For now, it's a replay of second down.
We at Clip Notes would like to issue an apology. It reads as follows. We at Clip Notes are sorry for saying something that we should not have. The entire team of crack investigators went out to prove that we were not incorrect and our reporting was accurate. All right, that's our apologies, folks. Nevertheless, Kansas City Chiefs had a questionable call in the game yesterday. Was it an interception? Was it not an interception? I caught up to Patrick Mahomes last evening, and he was having a victory drink with his teammates. As you can see by this picture, I think we done did it again.
What the hell's going on out here?
I will end this story with this, folks. The great philosopher Keith Sweat once said, like and subscribe below. Clip Those Podcasts. Let's talk NFL playoffs. The Philadelphia Eagles put up a 50-burger on the Commanders. I have on my Army shirt today. For all you Army folks out there, Air Force, Navy, and Marines, you know what happens when someone loses their command. They do something that will cause them to lose their command. Everybody see that Army shirt today, right? The Washington Commanders lost their command. They were stripped of their command yesterday, given punishment. They got whipped with chains and beat with paddles, all because they were disrespectful and rude to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I know a lot of people out there wanted the Washington Commanders to win, but you've got to follow Cliff Notes, folks. You got to follow Cliff Notes. I'm the only professional. I've read comments from a lot of you guys out there saying, oh my gosh, you're going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong. They beat the Lions. Commanders beat the Lions. Blah, 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 blah. Hold it. I'm the only professional. Cliff Notes. Like and subscribe below, folks. Saquon Barkley. Wait a minute. Hold on, folks. I've just got something in from my producers. The Eagles just scored another touchdown. At some point, people got to recognize that Saquon Barkley should, I know Lamar Jackson's probably going to be the MVP, but Saquon Barkley should be in that conversation. Jalen Hurts has had question marks, but Jalen Hurts, once again, has proven he can and he will get the job done. A.J. Brown did not have to have his book on the sideline. He just read through every coverage that the Commanders put at him. Let's talk Buffalo Bills and Kansas City. Folks, I'll tell you this about the Kansas City Chiefs. They're a tough out. There were a couple of questionable calls, but I didn't like, personally, some of the play call and the selections as far as it stems from the Buffalo Bills side. When the game was tight and down the stretch, I noticed one key person was not in the game for the Buffalo Bills, and that was Cook. Cook ended up with 85 yards, 2 touchdowns, but when they needed him and they should have been running the football with him, he was on the sideline. I believe he's on a flight to Cancun this morning, along with his fellow teammates. Buffalo Bills coaching staff has got to do better. I did not like the stretch, nor did I like how the end of the game was called defensively against Patrick Mahomes. And can somebody please address this? We all know Kansas City Chiefs defensive coordinator, Spags, what he's going to do. He's going to blitz when you least expect it. On 3rd and 4th down, he's going to bring some weird kind of blitz. How is it we know that and nobody else knows that from the Buffalo Bills? Makes you scratch your head, folks. Makes you scratch your head. But I will tell you this, Josh Allen cannot beat Patrick Mahomes. Can't do it. Won't do it. And it also didn't help that on 4th down, Dalton Kincaid dropped a critical pass. Kind of puts you in the mindset of Mark Andrews from the Ravens. He dropped his also the week before, giving Buffalo a free ride into the AFC Championship game. And when I say old people, I'm talking about Pete Carroll and Jerry Jones. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go back to that. Them some old dudes though, man. Come on. Ain't no young folks out there qualified for that job. Like and subscribe below. Clip notes. All right, folks, it's time now for my way too early Super Bowl pick. I'm looking at the line right now. It says Kansas City -2 versus the Eagles. Let me give you a quick, I'm not going to pick today. I'll pick in the next couple days. But let me give you a couple quick notes. Yesterday, as I stated earlier, Cook ran like his feet was on fire. And nobody could stop him. As we look at the Eagles, they are a running football team, run first team. Saquon Barkley has been putting up crazy yards. He's got almost 500 yards in the playoffs. What do you think the Eagles' game plan is going to be? Well, let me stop there. Okay, everybody else log off. This is for Nick Sirianni. Don't do nothing stupid. Just get that ball to Saquon Barkley. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Because the Chiefs struggling to stop the run. Don't do nothing stupid. Okay. All right, everybody, come on back. I had that special message to Nick Sirianni. Y'all know why? Because he's stupid. Like and subscribe below. Cliff notes. Now it's time for good and terrible.
That boy's good. Mm-hmm. Good and terrible.
Good and terrible this week is a guy that almost everyone knows. We watched him play a game. 4th down. Josh Allen rolls out. He's in trouble. Corner blitz. He comes up. Where's he going to throw the ball? He just wings it, throws it down with a wing and a prayer. And who is there? Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid promptly drops the ball. Ooh. Dalton Kincaid, all you got to do is catch it. And you guys are alive for game time field goal, possibly a winning drive for a touchdown. Because we said earlier, Kansas City can't stop the run. Dalton Kincaid, you good and terrible.
Good and terrible.
Now it's time for Up Shit's Creek. So many choices this week. So many choices. I could have chosen a lot of people for going up Shit's Creek, but I'm going to go with Sean McDermott of the Buffalo Bills. Congratulations. Why is that? Because you could not come up with or devise a plan to stop the Kansas City Chiefs on defense nor offense. Those plays that you ran were terrible. Were absolutely terrible. So instead of making plans to go to New Orleans for the Super Bowl, make plans. You going up Shit's Creek. Like and subscribe below, folks. Cliff Notes Podcast. It's time for the Player of the Week. All right, folks. Our MVP for this week is Mbappe. Great soccer player for Real Madrid. He scored not 1, not 2, but 3 goals in one game. Mbappe is a great soccer player, or if you were in over the pond, you would say footballer. 3 goals, 1 game. You're our MVP at Cliff Notes. Mbappe. All right, folks. That's it. That wraps up another episode of Cliff Notes. Do me a favor, like and subscribe below. Tell your friends. Tell your mama and them. Tell your auntie and them. Check out your boy, Cliff Notes. There's only one expert that I know, and that's me.